Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name's Shane, and I'm going to be playing a game called NightCry tonight. So, a couple of quick explanations first. First of all, this is actually going to be my first real stream, so if anything's gone wrong, I apologize, but I think I got everything set up correctly beforehand. And number two, this obviously, as you probably know now, isn't the greatest mic in the world. So I think, as far as I was noticing, the whole stream seemed to be a little quiet. But I think I've got the actual levels right, and I apologize about that as well. One other thing to note before I get started is this going to be a blind run. I have never played NightCry before, other than getting about 2 minutes in just to test out the audio levels. So, this is going to be completely new to me. I'm probably going to do some really dumb things and get killed in horrible ways. So, let's try this out. And as we're getting started, let's give a little background. What the hell is NightCry? I know it's not exactly the biggest title out there. So the short explanation is it is a kickstarted game by the original designer of the Clock Tower series, which you might not be familiar with because it's not exactly the biggest series right now, not up there with something like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, certainly. The first Clock Tower game was an old or the first one for us in the United States was an old PS1 game. It's a point and click, almost like a dungeon crawler from a person perspective. It's a horror game, but you stuck in a big mansion, get hunted by this little midget with hedge trimmers. I'm not making this up. It's a Clock Tower for you. It's alright. I don't think it holds up real well, but there it is. Technically, the first game in the Clock Tower series is actually a Super Nintendo game. It was never released in the United States, though if you Google around for it, you can find a fan translation that's actually very good. That one I recommend. It's a 2D point-and-click sort of adventure game, sort of horror game. It's very good. It's got a lot of sense of place, a lot of sense of atmosphere. I think it's really creepy. After that, there was Clock Tower 2, which I believe was another PS1 game. I haven't tried that one. Clock Tower 3 was a PS2 game made by a completely different team, so it didn't really have anything to do with the rest of the series. There's also another PS2 game out there called Haunting Ground that supposedly was supposed to be Clock Tower 4 before they rebranded it. It's a weird game, but it's worth a try if you can get a hold of. I'm not going to say it's good, but it's definitely worth a try.
It's through that door, right?
Now, having rambled on about that, let's see what we've actually seen here. First of all, obviously, her hair has this sort of life of its own. You notice every time I stop moving around, it just crawls around her shoulders. Very weird. That one strand likes to just jump over there. That's really weird. Second of all, I'm noticing that the mouths usually don't move when they're talking. It's kind of weird and unpleasant. Also, her walk cycles are really slippery. Sort of wading all around the place. Kind of lurches from side to side too. It's really weird. Alright, so I suppose I'm supposed to go through here looking for some guy named Harry. Game's starting out kind of suddenly. They haven't shown any background in the game. I don't know any background in the game. Aside from, you know, that shot we saw that we're on a ship. It's some sort of fancy party, I guess. Oh, hey. Should get that checked at, dude. That's... Ew. Is that blood, or is that supposed to be a worm? I'm gonna guess that's really badly rendered blood. That's really weird. So, about this game. Like I said, it was kickstarted by the original creator of Clock Tower. I haven't really heard anything good about this game. But, you know, I liked the older Clock Tower games. And I heard a lot of people say this is janky like an old PS2 horror game. And I kind of like that jank sometimes. I'm probably going to get super frustrated with this game at some point, but for right now, I'm really eager to check it out. hope it's not too bad. I'm really hoping to have fun here, at least some of it. Alright, so the red lights on the doors look like that's the lock indicator. Alright, what are these brochures? So the way I'm moving here, the whole control is I click once to move and I can double click, and sometimes that gets me to run. That part's kind of finicky. Also, that is the correct response to brochures right there. You're just going to throw them away. It's not worth your time. You might think, oh, it's a nice souvenir. No, it never works out like that. Alright. See, already we've got a leg up on Silent Hill by it not making me try a million doors and find out they're all locked. Did that sign say what I think it is? Beer bar. That's good to know. I was... it's actually called the beer bar. It's the name of the bar. That's super classy right there. Also creative. Should get that out of the way too. Super creative. So he doesn't get a voice. Awesome. Oh, and she doesn't get voice. So I guess only the important conversations get voices. Otherwise, they just nod at each other quietly with dialogue in the bottom. Let's go talk over to gray-haired, or look at the Bunsen, or look at the beaker on his desk. Yeah, I'm just walking around and look at the beaker. It's a beaker. I just said that. Why is there an eyeball in there? I'm gonna talk to weird old dude with eyeball beaker. Yeah, he doesn't have a voice either. Awesome. Vigo Boredsov. Oh, so he's the owner of the ship. Just, you'd think somebody with that much money can afford to be somewhere more interesting than the beer bar. Thrilling conversation right there. Totally getting into this game. I should say this is supposed to be a horror game. It's a very banal start to things. Alright, let's head back into the hallway and talk to those dudes just sitting out or standing outside. I don't know quite what they were doing. I guess we'll find out. Alright, that was definitely worth my time. So the game's really quiet right now if you're not hearing any game audio. It's actually pretty hard to make out. It's just some very faint ship noises, and there's not any music that I can hear. And of course, like I said, except for that initial conversation, I haven't heard anybody speaking. And I guess she knows these two? What is with her button on the right? Lighting is not having a good day with that. Rooney. Jerome Rooney. That's a good name. Kudos to your parents. And she is a chubby chaser. Good to know. Oh, girl. Alright. Death Wish Diva. God, that sounds like a gamer tag or something. Let's check out the elevators, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, looking for that Harry guy, whoever the heck he is. I hear Harry, all I do is think Silent Hill. If he's wearing a brown jacket, I'm going to lose it. Alright, so what is this? Good to know. Little cafe here. Is there anybody in here? Oh, Jesus, this is the other side of the beer bar. Awesome. So, I guess this is just a big loop. I'll see if there's anything down in the corner. And then probably head back to the beer bar and see if anybody has anything interesting to say. This would be a lot better controlling if I could use mouse keys instead of just having to click at the very bottom of the screen to make her crawl anywhere. Was never a big fan of fixed camera angles in games, just because you get weird situations like these where you can't quite move the way you want to. Well, that's elaborate. Is that? I keep hearing something there. It sounds like scissors. That's not good. Well, let's head back the way we came. See what we can see. I'll talk to everybody again, I guess. See if anybody has anything different to say the second time around. Lighter. If this is actually a puzzle, this is up there with one of the weirder adventure game puzzles I've seen. I'd like to boil my prosthetic eye to sterilize it. Dude, you're in public. That's super weird. Oh, it is a puzzle. I need to find him a lighter so we can boil his prosthetic eye. This is a good start to things. Alright, let's check the bar. The Nightmare Begins. I just got an achievement for getting those matches called The Nightmare Begins. Wow, that's overselling it right there. If only there were something to light a fire with. Dude owns a boat. These are boat problems. You have trouble lighting fires. Wait, he's telling me I can. Why does it have his name there? I'm Vigo. I own the boat and also I'm the tutorial guy. Alright, so now I have this little box. Matches. Yes, please let me boil your eyeball for him. I'm actually boiling his eyeball for him. This is a little sweary for my taste. Like, reminded me a little bit of, what was that terrible game? The Rain Trenchcoat Killer. Oh god! This is a weird angle. I've heard there are certain items you can even use on yourself. Are you coming on to me, dude? So weird. I think he is coming on to me. This dude is weird. Unpleasant weird. Alright, so I couldn't talk to that guy. So, did I miss anything at the bar? I'll look over here again. Talk to the bartender again. Moving between watering holes. That's a thing people say. God, it's just sitting there boiling. That's so weird. I'm gonna have to look at it. Clever things that the game have to say about boiling eyeball. Dancing in the beaker. It's majestic almost. It's poetry in motion. I didn't know it was possible to overthink eye in a beaker, but yeah, I think that's what we're doing. That's a weird thing. Alright, didn't want to let me click off there. That was weird. Can I go back here? Is there anything back on the other side of the bar? Maybe? No, there's nothing back there. Oh hey, those two guys that were chatting left. That's interesting. Well, I still don't have any way to go through that service elevator, so let's head back around the other way, see if those two ladies are over there. You're probably hearing me clicking like a madman over here, because that's, like I said, that's the only way I can get her to move when I can only see a few feet in front of her. Alright, they're still here. You got anything new to say? Oh, I'm looking for Harry, I think. You should totally date Harry, Monica. Wow, that's hi to you too. Well, I'm just passing through. I don't need this. Oh, sick burn. Sorry, Harry. You should go look for him on the lower floor. I'll consider it. Ouch. Harry, you're not going to have a good day today. I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. Oh, hey, creepy old lady. What's going on? Shrouded in darkness. It's, okay, I can't interact with creepy old lady, so we'll just, go ahead and press the button. As she just mumbles inaudibly. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you to that, lady. You enjoy your creepy inaudible mumbling. Alright, so now I'm in the level B3 on this big ass ship. Is she looking at something? Or is that just weird modeling? I think it's just her model can't turn her head very well. Thought she was looking at something for a second there. Of course, creepy child laughing. Not cliche at all. No Japanese game has ever done this before. Yeah, just stand there, drink it in. Wow, this is really janky when it's going to cutscenes. I'm pretty sure that's not my computer. I think the game's just really badly optimized. I could be wrong. I hear somebody. Is this Harry? Nice dress, Harry. I'm assuming you're some sort of surfer douche. Oh gosh, he didn't see the little girl. Was she a ghost? Yeah, you're really broken up about it. You got anything else to say while I'm here, so I don't have to come back? Rooney, that bitch. Alright. Real winner there, Harry. Definitely worth the effort to come down here and find you. Is he just hanging around the soda machines? What a classy gentleman. I know there's a party, but my scene is soda machines. Gotta be with my people. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be with those that understand me. Seriously does look like she's looking at something over there, but I don't see any hot spots. That's a good question. Alright, let's head back to the elevators then. Who wants to bet creepy old lady's still in there? You know, Harry's got his soda machines. Creepy old lady has her elevators. Was it this one? Can't interact with it right now. walk around the other way. Oh no, I don't think it was this one, come to think of it. Alright, so I can't go that way because she's got the little girl on her mind. So, can I go down here to the table? Is there anything to look at over this direction? God, no, it's just Harry in here chilling alone with the soda machines. Cripes. And now Harry gets a loading screen. He's moving up in the world.
Don't get yourself worked up now. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
What? You think a soda will get you on my good side?
Hey, you're thirsty, right? Here we go. What the?
What is it now?
Well, something's grabbing my hand.
What?
I said something inside here grabbing my hand.
Oh, Harry, the Gregory Peck Act is a bit outdated, don't you think?
So is that reference. Oh jeez. Well. So long, Harry. I will miss you for like a second, I guess. You're not really that. No. Yeah, just stand there being surprised. Wow, all the way up to the legs. I'm impressed. That's some tenaciousness. And creepy blood man. With hedge trimmers. Hello, clock tower. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, let's run away. Alright, I assume I've got to get to the elevators. In the other clock tower games, one of the big goals was always, if you came across Scissor Walker, you just had to find some way to get away from him. Oh hey. And up, of course, it's a horror movie type scenario, so naturally the elevator's busted. Oh jeez. So no elevator over there. It's not good. It's a low speed chase. What, seriously? Alright, let's try. Oh, geez, no, not the bloody one. Let's not try the bloody one. Oh, they're all bloody. Awesome. Bad things have happened on this floor. It is very dark and I am likely to be eaten by a crew. Just slowly striding away. Quietly stumbling a little bit away from Scissor Walker. Oh, hey, the laundry room. Oh, nope, I'm getting tired. Can I do anything in here? Interact with anything? Let's hide in the laundry machine. This is a brilliant idea and I can think of nothing going wrong. Yeah, just jump right in there. So janky. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your metal band name for tonight is Blood Drenched Washing Machine. Okay. And I got 2 achievements for that. So, do I have any data? Do I have to start entirely over? No, I got something there. Maybe? Continue from last save point. Let's find out what my last save point was. Right before Harry got killed, looks like. That makes sense. That's good. I didn't want to have to redo this entire thing from the start. God, that'd be tedious.
Don't get yourself worked up now. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
What?
Such a winner right
you
there.
think a soda will get you on my good side?
Hey, you're thirsty, right?
I like how not only has he left the party to hang out with the soda machines, but the soda machines
is it
consist of his
now?
entire pickup
Well,
technique.
Something's grabbing my hand.
What?
I said something inside here.
It's an
grabbing my
offering from his
hand.
people.
Oh, Harry, the Gregory Peck Act is
In
a
his
bit
country, it's a great
outdated,
honor.
don't you think?
I'm serious.
The fact that she doesn't even take a step backwards. It's like, it's almost like she's saying, is this really entirely a bad thing? Am I going to miss Harry that much? Maybe it's cool that Harry's gone. Maybe that's okay. What are those things on this guy's back anyway? Looks like insect wings or something. Alright. So I can't use the washing machines. Guess maybe I'll try some of the other rooms. Can I use the other elevator, maybe? Let's see. Nope. Elevator is completely busted. Oh, yeah, he's come. Alright. Let's try this door first. Alright, yeah, I can get in there. Let's find a hiding spot. Bedroom, maybe? Yeah. Come on, I saw you there. Alright, yeah, I'll tie it under the bed. This is a horror game, it seems like it. Oh, jeez, that's a tight fit. Oh, no!
I can't fit. Oh.
I chose poorly. Oh, jeez, and he's right there, too. So I get to click to fight him off. Knocked his ass down. Getting tired, though. Alright, let's continue down the hallways. Try another room. Alright, now that was the dark one. Here's that laundry room. Not hiding in there, though. That didn't work out so well. You behind me? Can I rest for a second? I guess just for a second. No, 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 don't sit there. No. Ah, jeez. Nope. No, we're alright. We're moving. Oh, jeez. That was close. Those noises he's making. Oh, I'm starting to get tired again. Oh, this is new. Some sort of store or something? Yeah, little convenience store. Hitting all the horror movie cliches right away. Nope. Come on. Get around the corner. Oh, come on. I can't go behind the counter. Maybe? Alright, is this gonna work? Maybe? Did that work or is it fake out? I'll give it 50-50 odds. Oh, it actually worked. Alright then. Time to start clicking on everything again. Some snacks are on display. They even have my favorite, pretzels. That's a boring snack to have as a favorite. I mean, good on you if you like pretzels, but your favorite? It's a weird thing to have as a favorite. Canned and packed foodstuffs are on display. Were you worried about that before? It's gonna be a scary game if you got boat phobia. Is that Harry? Whoa! Well, crap. Okay. So much for getting away, I suppose. Oh, so where am I supposed to go now? That's mostly just a dead end. Coming? Yes, he is. I mean, I guess I'll go back to that first room and see if there's any other place I can hide in there. Oh, he's still coming. Hey, come on, camera, keep up. It's decent music, at least. Oh, jeez. Starting to get tired now. Let's keep moving. Get your little rest there. Got stamina back. That's always nice. Alright, so I can dash, but supposedly that uses up a lot of stamina. But I did want to get some distance. At a dire cost. Alright. But falling down appears to get your stamina back, so that's convenient at least. Alright. So we're gonna check in here, see if there's any other hiding spots. Bathroom? Maybe? No. Over here? Somewhere? No. Is it just under the bed? It's the only place you can think to hide in this room. Oh, not closet, but I think he's gonna notice me there. Oh! Must have been out of stamina. Well, shit. So the question is now, was I supposed to find him in the freezer, or was that like a mistake? Let's give this another shot. See where... Hey, it'd be cool if it restarted me from the convenience store, but I bet it's going to start me from Harry. Alright, so this time I'm going to try and hide in the closet. See if that gets me any better results.
don't get yourself worked up now. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
What? You think a soda will get you on my good side?
Hey, you're thirsty, right?
It's literally the only thought he's capable
Go.
of.
What the?
What is it now?
Well, something's grabbing my hand.
What?
I said something inside here grabbing my hand.
Oh, Harry, the Gregory Peck Act is a bit outdated, don't you think?
I'm serious.
I'm trying to figure out what movie that would be referenced to, but I don't actually know a lot of Gregory Peck movies offhand. To Kill a Mockingbird comes to mind. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I don't remember much about either of those, but I don't think there was any scenes in there where he gets his hand stuck inside of a vending machine. I'm gonna have to look that up later. So just a quick life hack for all of you. If you see some creature emerging from the blood of the guy that was hitting on you a minute ago, just drawing themselves up through the blood as if summoned into this world, just start running immediately. Don't wait for him to get all the way out. Give yourself a little bit of a leeway. It's a little easier that way. Also, don't pull a Jurassic World and ditch the heals. It's makes running a lot easier, I imagine. Not that I've worn heels before, but you know, it seems intuitive. Alright, wish me luck with not getting killed by hiding in the closet. I mean, you know, hiding in those slatted closets has never actually worked in a horror movie. But hey, maybe I'll be the first. Oh yeah, get right up on the door and peek out of it. That doesn't make you obvious. Crouch down. Like, I know everybody gives advice in horror movies, but I mean, isn't that your instinct anyway? Make yourself very small when you're trying to hide? Oh, he's gonna kill me, I can feel it. So I have to keep the heart lined up. Oh, jeez. Gotta keep the heart icon lined up with the little, Alright, so there's a little mini game there, and I think I just failed it. Did I? Was that good enough? Yeah, they had a little mini game there where it wanted me to keep a little heart icon within that little, heart circle as it was moving around. What? No, it wasn't. There was like a magazine or something in there. You know, if it's a horror movie, at least give it a shot. Oh yeah, I guess he probably did murder everybody on this floor. That's something to think about. Is that gonna come back? Does she even have a cell phone? Doesn't look like she's got pockets. Phone line's cut. What a surprise. In my life, I've never had to deal with a cut phone line, and yet they're ubiquitous in these horror movies. Oh, don't actually do that. That's a terrible idea. Hey, there's a guy running around trying to kill me. Maybe I should take a nap. Why would you even think that? Alright, what else we got here? Oh, please tell me he's not just outside the door. Alright, he's not just outside the door. That's a good start. So, do I head back to the elevators? Or do I see what's around on this floor? She doesn't even try the light switch. That's weird. Alright, I'm guessing there's something that I'm supposed to do on this floor, so I'm going to poke around a little on here first. See what I can find in the laundry room. What terrible secrets does the laundry room hide? Oh, there's actually something in this one. Just in case you didn't know what that was. Refuse. Alright, let's see if I can check out the other side. Alright, so it doesn't look like there's actually anything interesting in here. So let's see if I can go find that little convenience store again. And it's not very good room service if they just leave it outside. Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. Are you all right? You look very pale.
Yeah, everyone's dead. Just FYI.
Are you alive?
What?
That's a sane question. Oh, jeez. Wow, that's a new one. Dude, death by room service. How did that even happen? Obviously, she's past it already. How did he even die? How does this? Oh, wow. Okay. Death by room service card. I'm kind of in shock here. Bear with me. You know, just gotta check since it's open. You see an open cash register, you're gonna check. I'm not blaming her. I'd take a look. Alright, I've got 3/4. And I got an achievement called Mystery. Sure. Mysterious quarters. Alright, so I'm not going to check the ice cream thing, the freezer case. If need be, I'll come back to it, but for right now, let's see what else there is to see. Hey, I use the same bucket at Monica Bucket Aficionado. No, that's not important. Thanks for... I'm glad she at least brought that up. Alright, so I've got the key card. Let's see if I can get in here now. Nope, no power. Let's check the little breaker over here. Alright, how do I replace the fuse? Is there anything I can click on here? Nothing? No hotspots? So I need a spare fuse, I suppose. The hell am I supposed to find a spare fuse? feel like I already checked the washer and dryer room pretty thoroughly. So, gonna head down this way now. Can't remember if this is the side of the hallway I've been on before. This is just an empty hallway, I think, just to cut across from one side to the other. So not the most riveting experience so far, but the chase was fun. I kind of enjoyed that. Oh, I think this is a room I haven't been in before. I don't recognize the broken mirror. You gotta always wonder in these adventure games, what is it that makes them say, oh, quarters, this is important, but nothing in there. Oh, it's just one of those fabric suitcases. Just pull on it real hard, pop the lock. I think it could be a steamer. Oh, no, it looks like a steamer from this angle. There's cell phone charger. Yeah, definitely haven't been in here before. Well, I mean, that's not entirely out of the question. No Tom Cruise. In case you're particularly old and notice that reference. Alright. I don't think there'd be anywhere I could find a spare fuse in here, but may as well check. Is the giant bloody spot just... Oh, no, it's still there. Oh, I can look at it, too. It's a reasonable question. Alright. So let's take a peek at the elevators again. Make sure I'm not missing anything now that I got to take my time. Nope, the elevator is busted. Can we look at the dead guy? I was curious about the dead guy the first time around. Oh, hey. Can I steal his phone? Ugh, slimy. Well, that's fixable. Alright, so I do need to use the cell phone chargers. I mean, let's be real honest. I'm gonna get this cell phone charged, and then I'm just gonna get like creepy whispers and static? Uh-oh. Oh, is he behind me now? I hear scissors. Yeah, I see scissors. Alright, so I got good results hiding in the a desk at the store before, so let me go do that again. I know I must sound terribly bored getting chased by this guy. It's not the most exciting chase in the world. It's a kind of a creepy character, but get up. Alright, so I can click quickly to get up faster. That's nice, at least. Alright. Maybe getting up quickly doesn't restore my stamina fully, though. That's unfortunate. No, go around the corner. Come on. Alright. Alright, so that is 2 escapes now. Go us. So, time to get the cell phone charge, which isn't going to get us any closer to a fuse, I suppose, but that's what we got. Now, of course, if he comes a third time, I don't know if that's scripted or just like a time-based thing, then I don't know where else to hide from him. So that's unfortunate. I can try going to one of the old hiding places, I suppose, but I should mention in the other clock tower games, often using the same hiding spot twice is death. Hiding spot that works once will not work a second time. And it's kind of creative. You'll get interesting death scenes, but still not really what we're looking for. Of course, if I can charge that phone. Now comes the part of the game where she sits there for 6. Wow, that's a quick charger. Alright, so what are we going to do with the phone? Oh, thank goodness, I can close my game now, and I've got a light. So let's... Oh, don't tell me it's got a battery charge I need to... Oh, God. So I'm going to need to charge my cell phone periodically in order to save, it looks like. Great. Creeping on his text messages. Alright then. So how do I save? That's probably one of the other buttons, come to think of it. This one? No, it's the light. Let's try calling phone numbers. Why not? And now the inevitable withheld. Nope, nothing spooky there either. Honestly, don't see how to save. That's not good. It did say I could save there, I thought. Oh, hey, yeah. Let's see if any of these work. Post. Status. Somebody's got a weird Twitter feed today. Watch as I come back later and it's got 100 likes. Okay, well, let's check out that dark room that we weren't able to look at before. I think I should just be able to cut across here and get there. You know, one thing I always thought about watching Let's Plays is I always thought, you know, streams like this, is I always felt like somebody watching a horror movie. Because just like in a horror movie, oops, let's hold that thought. Oh, John's dead. Everybody's dead. No, don't. Oh, he's gonna hang up. I mean, that's a reasonable response. Nope. What was I saying? Yeah, streams are a lot like horror movies because often you see the protagonist, or in this case the player, doing something super dumb, and you just want to scream, no, no, it's over there, the key's on the desk. I mean, I guess with a stream you do have a chat, you can, but not everybody's going to respond to that. No, I've already been here. That's kind of funny though, I've done that before. Just been watching a stream and, no, it's right there, how do you not notice it? Alright, is this the dark room? Well, we've got a light now. Really feel like we're going to see him, Scissorman again in here. Seems like a good time for him to jump out again. That monster. This is crazy. All the mirrors are smashed out. Is that a clue, or is that mirrors are difficult to render? Oh, this is her room. Alright. Anything interesting? No? Oh, it's not the cell phone.
Hello?
Monica! Is that you, Monica?
Jessica?
Help me! A freakish monster is killing people! What should
Freakish
I do?
monster, not just a monster.
It's okay. I've seen it too. You have to keep calm. Where are you now? Can you get help?
I'm on the floor where we got separated. There's no way out of here. I couldn't get through to anyone until I tried calling the number for your room.
Weird. I
Listen,
mean, I suppose
we
everyone else
need
is
to
dead.
stay
That might be
together.
why. Maybe they're
I'm
just not
coming up
answering.
to your floor now.
Okay, I'll be waiting by the front desk.
Suppose it's probably where she dropped her shawl off at the beginning. This is your suitcase. I guess in the second playthrough, that's where you get your rocket launcher with infinite ammo. Alright, so what now? I think I've been pretty much everywhere. Check the laundry room one more time, see if I can see an electrical panel or something. There's the change machine. Oh shoot, hey, I've got money. I can try putting money in one of the soda machines. Though, as far as I know, they only dispense scissormen, so that might be counterproductive. Oh, hey, another cell phone call from one of the other contacts. Oh, about that. Alright, So I guess the solution to the puzzle of the fuses was to run around until I got a phone call from Angie. Awesome. That's very intuitive. Can you use the quarters on the machine? Totally can. Oh, and that was the thing too. So I actually needed to do that. Awesome. Hello? Wait, is that him? Something terrible down here? Is that like Halloween music? Seriously, somebody tell me they're not hearing that. Like, it's kind of creepy, but it's tremendously derivative. Alright, where was John? He was in the elevators, wasn't he? Yeah. I don't think he'd have his tools with him, though. So, checking. Oh, let me check. Couldn't hurt. Not the most interesting stream, I know, but give it a quick shot. And there goes the music, too, so I guess that was the extent of the creepiness. I can't tell if I'm just doing things in the wrong order here, or if just the solution to these puzzles is just to wander around until something happens. Alright, no, he doesn't have his tools with him. So I gotta figure out what room is his, I suppose. Exciting stuff. Pacing, ladies and gentlemen. See, this wouldn't be terrible in all circumstances. I think the real problem here is just that it takes forever to get anywhere, and it's a good amount of backtracking. Kind of kills the pace. At least everyone puts their luggage in roughly the same place. Oh God, I don't have any way into the suitcase. Alright, well either way, it has been a while, so I'm just going to call the stream here for the evening. Hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm not sure when I will be back next, but if you go ahead and subscribe to the stream, you'll get notified and whatnot. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back soon. Enjoy.